Alright, what's good, YouTube? It's just me back with another YouTube video. I keep trying to touch my glasses, I'm not wearing them. The sun is out, it's hot today. It's very hot today. You're gonna hear the cars passing by. I want to apologize in advance for that. But I don't know if I got my camera zoomed in. It look like I do, but this video right here is about how do you know in your life if you're making the right decisions? And I'm gonna tell you straight up from the jump, you don't. You don't. There's no way that it's possible for you to know if you're making the right decision in your life until the decision is already made. So for example, not even for example, I'm gonna give you some background. I used to smoke a lot of weed. And I also I couldn't make decisions. I was very indecisive, and I'm not blaming my smoking for that, but I'm saying I was already indecisive and smoking didn't help me. That's what I'm getting at. But you don't know. You don't know if you're making the right decisions. There's no way to know until after the decision is made, and once you start seeing the after effects of the decision that has been made. So after the decision is made and you start to see the repercussions of that decision is when you'll know in yourself if you made the right decision for yourself in the long run. And I mean, to be fair, if you want me to keep it a band with you, any decision that you make isn't a wrong decision unless you regret it. Because now if I make an example, now it's example time. If I make a decision, right, and I don't like the decision I made after the fact, but I don't necessarily regret the decision, and I pivot and I just make the decision that I made work, even though it wasn't quote unquote the best decision that could have been made. I mean, did I still make the wrong decision? You know, a lot of people say that when you make the wrong decisions are the ones that you learn the most from. So any decision that you made was a decision that was meant to be made by you. You were meant to make that decision. You know what I'm saying? And because everybody says the same thing. If I didn't make this decision, I wouldn't have learned what I learned, and I wouldn't have made it to where I made it. Well, I look oiled up, but yeah, I don't think you should worry or just be bothered by decision making, or if you're making the right decision, or if you're making the wrong decision. Of course, I'm not telling you to do crack or anything like that. That's the wrong that's the wrong decision. 100%. Do not do it. You know what I'm saying? You know, things like that. There's some decisions that you know you shouldn't make, and that there's some things you know that you shouldn't do. 100%, no question about it, you know you shouldn't be doing. But when it comes to certain decisions and you feel like you made the wrong decision, at the end of the day, once it's all said and done and we fast forward and you're a year into whatever decision you made, 2 years, whatever, whatever happened after you made that decision and the things that went on, you wouldn't have learned them. You wouldn't have known it. It's just you wouldn't have grown and developed the way that you did if you had made a different decision. So therefore, did you actually make the wrong decision? That's a serious question. Did you actually make the wrong decision in that moment? you know? If you brought it back and you decided to make the other decision that you had that day, taking back everything that you learned, everything that you saw, you know, the tips of the trade, whatever, taking all of that stuff back and you made a different decision, would it still put you in the place that you are right now with the knowledge you have right now? Would you be better off? There's no way to know. And there's no way to know. And you can't go back. So you just got to take it for what it is. Every decision isn't going to be quote unquote the right decision, but that doesn't mean that every decision that you make that's not the right decision is the wrong decision. But that's really all I got for this one. So you don't know. And you'll never know if you're making the right decision until after the fact. I think you should always remember that. But that's all I got for this video. Thanks for watching. Dislike the video, like the video, leave a comment. I'm out.